Niagara Falls Mayor Jim Diodati joins us for his weekly update on the city. Good morning, how are you?
I'm well, how you doing?
Well, okay, but let's get this out of the way right now because I understand there's a tick warning for Niagara Falls. I woke up with a tick on the back of my neck this morning.
No.
Yes.
How long
I wasn't in
there?
Niagara Falls. It's an issue in a lot of spots, but
well,
it's okay. I got to do a shout out to my vet, Dr. Watson. She's going to fix me up. But anyways, but it is an issue in Niagara Falls. You got warnings up?
Yeah, you know, we've got more than 200 signs up on all our trails. And anyone who's got a dog, and I know you've got dogs, and
yeah.
I know when I would take Charlie to the park, sometimes I could pull a dozen or so ticks off of him. And what people need to be really concerned about is Lyme disease.
Yeah.
And the best way, and I've tried everything, is the Brevecto, I find, the oral pill for the dog. You give them twice a summer. This way, all ticks and all fleas, as soon as they bite the pet, they die. Because I've had it where the dog came in the house and ticks fell onto the kids' beds. And I thought, you know what? There's enough challenges out there. We don't need Lyme. We don't need ticks. So definitely get something for your dog. Get to your vet. And I found the oral worked much better than the oil on the back of the neck. I found that worked the best.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. Like Lyme disease can be devastating. So this is important.
Well, Bob, I know people hear that. It's been devastating. They've had to go to Europe. They've had to go to the U.S. for treatment, and it's horrible.
It's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get to the border. There was a recent meeting, border mayors, with Public Safety Minister Bill Blair. You've got an update for us on a potential date for reopening?
Yeah, so we were talking, and the U.S. has been talking about June 22nd, and Minister Blair said they're looking at, and he had the caveat that our metrics have to be met, and they're expecting that we have 75% first vaccination, 20% both vaccinations, and if that happens on or before the 21st of June, there's potential. They're already having discussions with their U.S. counterparts about opening the border. So the other benchmark is July the 21st, where they expect us to be at 75% for both. And I can tell you, a lot of us are excited about the border now. The Blue Jays have been extended until July 21st in Buffalo at Salin Field. They're up to 80% capacity, and that'll be 13,000 people. Pretty exciting opportunity if we can get the border open, and further incentive to get both your vaccines.
Oh, absolutely. So is this a multi-stage approach? If it is on the 22nd, first step would be fully vaccinated people, but there's going to be some restrictions? Yeah,
and that was the discussion of expanding the essential list. So people that are double vaccinated could be on that list. And I want to say it wasn't in stone. He was having further discussions with the U.S. counterparts to make sure, and they wanted to get through the G7, and we're supposed to reconvene at the end of this week for some more updates. So that's where it was at. We're happy that they're finally unveiling a plan, and that was our main point. Bob was, show us a plan. It can change and alter. I mean, if I decide to drive to Ottawa, along the way, there's going to be maybe construction, there's going to be traffic, there's going to be a flat tire, but you still start with a plan, and then you alter it as you go.
Yeah. So what day are you expecting that to get together?
Well, originally it was tentatively set for the end of this week, potentially Friday. I haven't gotten any confirmation yet if that's booked. Hopefully it will be, and if not, we'll be calling their offices to make sure.
Okay, and we'll follow up with you. Speaking of flat tires, since we last spoke, the CAA, the worst roads list.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a few in Niagara Falls here. Whirlpool Road, Willoughby Drive, and Drummond Road.
So thanks for bringing those up, Bob. So what
are you doing about it, Mayor?
Well, here's the good news. All three of those roads were already slated for full reconstruction, and that's above and below the ground. And, a little quick history lesson. Back in the day, I remember when I was a kid, the way we used to do things, we would repave a road, and then 2 years later come back and redo the sewer and the water underneath and rip it up again. So now, municipal works, all departments talk to each other, so we don't do that. I remember as a kid, I had my steel roller skates, that I tighten on, my hard-soled shoes. And right after the road was paved, they dug it up, and we'd be so frustrated. So now we have a concerted approach. We put in bike lanes, curbs, roundabouts. We do everything at once. So kind of measure twice, cut once philosophy. It, in the end, saves a lot of money. And anybody following that CAA list would be happy to know these were already slated to be fully reconstructed, and they're in the midst of being done now.
Okay, that's good. We have seconds left, but with the step one earlier than we thought Friday, patios, we got a viewer question. Is there anything we need to know about Niagara Falls patios? Any restrictions or?
Yeah, this Friday we're going to be opening up patios, a limit of 4 per table. Everybody's excited. Expect patios to be all over the city. Come on out. It's about time to have a beverage and a bite to eat outside in Niagara Falls. We cannot wait, and we're ready.